Yo, what's up? This is Rain, and right now you're locked into the Don't Quote Me podcast. This is just a snippet. If you want to see the full video, make sure you hit the description. Check us out. Like, comment, subscribe.
But to switch it up, I think yesterday morning we all woke up feeling some type of way because Sonya Massey was shot and killed in her own kitchen for picking up a boiling pot of water after she called the police herself for help.
After they told her to get the water.
Absolutely.
And
It started backing up. She's like, what you backing up for? He's like, you got that boiling pot of water.
And she felt it.
That's
You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Before, like she felt it. But it was crazy because she answered the door and said, don't hurt me.
That's
And they said, why would we hurt you? You called us.
when it hurts my heart when I'm having a general conversation with people not of our culture, and I don't even necessarily mean white people, you know what I'm saying? I mean people who might not be hip hop culture and talk about the things we talk about on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying? People from other races, you know what I mean? And sometimes I'll be like, we do live in a racist country, right? It's just that all the major media outlets are in states where people frequent. So sometimes it doesn't feel like that. But we all know from living in Georgia, you drive 40, 50 minutes in the wrong direction,
It could be uncomfortable.
you're going to see mad Confederate flags and be like, where am I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as evidenced by the orange man that became our president, you know what I'm saying? I remember I was sitting in my boy's living room when he became president, and he's like, oh my God, how could this happen? I didn't, like, he was having a meltdown about it. And I was like, yo, look where we're at, bro. Like, do you know anybody that lives in North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho? And I'm not saying all these places are racist. I'm just saying we haven't been there. There's no media outlets there. We don't know any celebrities from there. If they are, they didn't shout it out loud enough for me to know they're from there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, there's a lot of land in the United States specifically that we don't see on TV every day. So who knows what the mindset is in those communities. So I'm like, yo, like the country was built on the back of racism, and it has lingering effects still in 2024. And I'll say this last thing before y'all really get into it. It's Rain, when you brought up how she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You know what that moment was to me? I was like, yo, I feel like she's speaking directly to a demon.
Absolutely.
Like
She was.
some alarm went off in her spirit.
It was a
that
few
caused her
things
to
that
say
happened. One, when he came to the door, she said, don't hurt me. Right? And as you see, as he was asking for her ID and her paperwork, she's like, can you pass me that Bible? And then when she went to go get the water, when she was told to go get the water or whatever, it was, once again, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. She felt it. You know what I'm saying? You know when you're in the presence of a demon, you know when the energy isn't right. You know, we've all walked in a room and be like, yo, the vibe ain't right. What's the vibe? It's the vibrations. It's the reality. It's a real thing. You can feel it. You can feel people's energy. You can feel people's intentions. And she felt it. She knows she wasn't around the right people, and she tried to create some space. And for her to duck down and they still fire at her and then still try to justify it in real time.
Oh, my God.
Like, oh, she had that hot water. Look,
She
the
started
water
coming
reached
at
us.
me. Oh, man. He was,
Like, yo, you're a sucker,
tripping.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how many, I don't even want to make a joke out of it or even play around, but I done had arguments with women. They come at me with hot water or iron or something hot. Like, yo, I'm getting out the way.
Right.
first. I'm not
You're a
shooting.
professional.
Right.
I've never thought to grab my gun off the table and shoot at somebody,
Yeah.
at a woman for,
But that's the thing that is they not
right.
a professional.
They're not
Yeah.
They're not
professional.
professional.
They're not trained to handle those type of situations, and they're bloodthirsty. They want to kill somebody. You got a gun, you got a badge, you got some type of authority. You want to get off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was sick, man.
How does your life go after you take a life and then
in that manner.
For no
In that
then
manner.
you leave from the academy, you withdraw, you resign?
Well, he was charged with murder, correct?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
he
got
was?
charged,
Yeah, so that's
got
the
it.
one thing that happened. When did this happen though? Because I know we're
That's
just
a great
seeing
question.
it. July 6th this year. Right.
See, I thought it happened the night before we all saw it.
No.
I was like, how did they get the body cam footage out this
No,
fast?
so it happened July 6th, and for him to be charged for murder that fast, they definitely understood this was gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Yo,
But that doesn't mean he's guilty.
he said
found
that
guilty.
bitch
He
was
charged
crazy
with
right
murder.
after he
Yes,
shot her.
bro.
He was like, yo, she tried to come at me like with a bowl of water, like, yo, she's crazy. And then he turned on his body cam right after the shooting. He turned it on. It was just like,
Cause he asked the other officer, like, she tried to come at us, didn't he? He was like, bro, I'm recording. So basically,
he's like, bro, like, I
his
can't
response is-
lie for you.
Yeah, like
I can't-
everything is on here, bro. I
Right.
can't.
You incriminate yourself right
Yeah,
now, trying to get me to coerce
Yo,
me.
my thing too is like with all the training in the world, it's like how you don't, even if you felt like how you don't reach for that fucking taser,
The
bro?
taser.
Yo,
Like
it's
why that shit don't? They never grab that motherfucker.
They never
bro.
grabbed that, but even in that situation, a taser would have been excessive.
It would have,
They just
but it's
walked
at least
away,
at least she ain't dead in that
Right.
situation though.
Correct.
Taser
Correct.
would have been nasty because she would have dropped a pot of water on her.
Yeah.
Like, just move out the way.
And he shot her in the face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm gonna call ambulance, and he was just like,
shot to
nah,
kill
it's a
instead- he didn't
headshot.
shoot
And
to
I was
injure.
like, yo, you, an old lady, like, and he was jacked. He was tall. He was big.
Oh no, she wasn't that old. She wasn't that old.
But I'm saying
I
he
saw a
was
picture of her,
like,
yeah.
He told her
about
put the pot
6'3",
down. She
6'4".
put it down.
Yeah, she said, I'm sorry.
Right. It was all the threat was already neutralized
yeah.
before you even took a shot.
Yeah, like
Yo, listen,
he done.
That was weak, man.
It
That
was.
was weak.
You
That
know,
was weak.
the part that you said is the part that like really hurt me the most because I'm like, remember what I said? I felt like something in her was speaking to a demon, and it's like she snapped right out of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She realized exactly what was about to happen. That's crazy. So
That was hard. That was difficult to watch, and I just hope like moving forward, we gotta just take it a little more serious, man. Like our own people, like man, like what was the initial call about?
That's a great
It was
question.
like an intruder or something. What
Yeah,
happened?
B&E. She felt like somebody was breaking in.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. We gotta understand when we dealing with each other and we dealing with our own communities. We gotta understand, man. We don't have nobody to call on. There is nobody to call on, man. So like, we gotta like take care of each other, man. I know it sounds cliche. I know it might sound corny to some of y'all, but take care of the people that's around you. Your neighbor, man. Treat your neighbor how you want to be treated. Because when it all goes downhill, we don't have nobody to make a phone call to that's gonna actually come help us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in our own country, man. We at war in our own country. And it's real, like
With everybody.
with everybody,
Each
man.
other,
Like with each other, like it's
other
nasty.
races.
It's just nasty. Like we hate each other. We like as being a black woman or a black man in America, I have to worry about the guys at the store doing something to me. I have to worry about women in the woman that I'm sleeping with feeling like niggas ain't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta worry about the cops.
Yep.
I have to worry about if my friends are they jealous of what I have
Yep.
going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. It's like
and then you gotta
It
worry
is,
about if
bro.
you do the right thing and advance too
And then-
fast, and somebody don't like you advancing
right.
that fast.
Or even if I'm in trouble and I decide to call the police, are they gonna come in here and kill me before they see what the problem
Yeah.
is? Like, so at what point, you know what I'm saying, where do we supposed to feel safe, or in what circumstance or situation do we feel safe at? Come on, man. At some point, we got to just take it upon ourselves to just treat each other better, man. And just,
I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I get pulled over by a cop, heart racing like a motherfucker. Don't get me wrong, but I can say when I roll that window down, if he black, it's like a sigh of relief. Even though I still
Right.
don't know what type of person he is, but if he's
Right.
black,
man, I got pulled
it's
over.
like, it's like
I
got pulled over.
Say the word.
And some,
Nah,
I was about to say the same thing.
Bro, I have I'm totally fine with it. I never have to worry about him killing me. Like, I'm sorry. I ain't never really seen like no black.
Well, Ice Cube
Nah,
was
bro.
a black man showing up for the white cop. Sometimes
shit
it be
get
the
real.
black,
Yeah,
the white.
but that's
worse.
if he's accompanied by another cop. I'm
Nah.
talking about if I'm
Nah,
just,
but they
hate my gums because they black. Sometimes a black man just be on that, dog. Like that's just what.
I got pulled over recently by a cop. I was speeding. I was doing
You were super speed?
I was super speedy.
Oh, man.
Right,
Super
so I
speeder
get,
tickets are
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? So I get pulled over.
You couldn't have been in the A. You had to be on the outskirts to be super speeding around here.
I was on the highway.
Yeah, okay,
I was
that's
flying.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I get pulled over and I got my firearm on me. You know what I'm saying? So I took my firearm off. I placed it on the dash. I cut all the lights on. I rolled the windows down. And I still didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he got to the car, I'm like, listen, officer, white cop. I'm like, officer, for your safety in mind, my firearm has been placed on the dash. And he was just like, just don't reach for it. Like, he was cool. And I'm like,
That's fire.
I'm still nervous, so I didn't move the whole time because it's like, yo, can I die tonight? You know what I'm saying? And he gave me a ticket and was like, go ahead. But I'm like, it's never a time where I feel comfortable just maneuvering.
You know what's
And
crazy
earlier, I
too?
went to the liquor store. I'm on the phone with bro. I'm like, I'm about to put the liquor store.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, it's like 8 niggas out here.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
like, yo,
it's
bad niggas sitting in front
I'm
of the
trying to walk in. I'm like, damn, I don't even know if I want to go in. So it's like, where do we feel comfortable at?
Yeah.
Where do I feel comfortable at? And I'm like, well, I got my gun on me, but like the fact that I gotta think about that.
Yeah, word.
I gotta think about being strapped to just go get a liquor to come to the pod.
Yeah.
What you about to say? Oh?
That's why
I was gonna say what's so crazy is the police interaction thing is such a specific experience in America that like I can't say that when it happens, even me as a white man, that I feel like, oh fuck, I might die. I don't think that thought, and I'm gonna be real about that. But to your point, I do get the shakes, or I do be trying, because the experience in general is so invasive. Like it's just the way we have it structured. It's just not a comfortable experience. And before you know it, they're taking your ID. A second one comes. They come to the pass.
come up on the other side.
I've drove through Lenox parking lot one time. That's like probably 10 years ago. I'm early 20s at the time. I'm blasting music, windows down. I want to be heard. And a cop heard me blasting the music. It was a female officer. And when she came to my window, she came to the window with her weapon drawn.
yeah.
Like, and so it's just like the way the whole shit is set up, let alone if you're a person of color. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole shit is just, I'm the same way, bro. Like, I'll be on the phone with someone, I'll look at my rear view, I see 12 behind me, I'll stop mid-sentence and be like, fuck, bro, 12 behind me, bro.
Yeah.
I'll drop the phone on my lap,
Yeah.
and like, he'll be like, bro, you straight? I'm not even saying nothing. And I'm white, you know what I mean? So it's
Even
like,
that could be secondhand trauma from seeing it happen with us.
right, you know what I'm saying?
Just
So
be like, damn, like they do get crazy.
the whole shit needs to be rebuilt from the ground up and restructured and
does.
just,
I feel like police officers, for one, need more extensive training and and understanding of the law. I feel like just like a lawyer has to go to school, pass the bar. It might take 8 years to pass the bar. Why is your training 6 months and you have to enforce the law?
Yeah.
Right.
You have to enforce a law that you don't even know.
I
Facts.
say this too. They also, I feel like, from what I've seen, a lot of police officers don't hold other police officers accountable.
it's a fraternity.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. That's not gonna
The
happen.
thing
That's not
is,
gonna
like, I start going to like Toronto, and I noticed one thing about their cops. Their cops make way more money, and so they were explaining to me that if you pay the police officers more, they will do a better job.
Yeah, it's a controversial opinion in America because everybody's talking about defund the police.
Yeah, no.
But the data shows the opposite.
If they're like the cops up there make 6 figures. So, and I went up there and I saw like the interaction. I saw the crowd getting rowdy with the police, and the police were like, they were like HR. They were just handling it. They were just taking the insults. They were this, and I was just like, oh, in America, they would arrest y'all for even talking
I'm not
to them
sure.
like that.
Paying them would be paying them more. You should definitely reward the American cops with more money. But what should be done is there should be, for your district, some type of financial penalty for everyone if a mistake is made.
If a
Right.
mistake is made.
But the thing with pay is
Like something
the
that's
training too,
it has to affect the bunch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like financially, you got to hit everybody's pockets. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do more research on this. But off the top of my head, I know people don't want their money played with, and I know collectively if me and you moving around, I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta chill out, cause what you doing
You
could
gonna
mess
get
up.
me caught up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna have to
Yeah.
figure out a smoother way to handle this. And I think that's, I don't know, one of
Yeah.
the solutions, but who knows?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I want to say one last thing. So 2 years ago on New Year's, I'm with my man, shout out Prince, and his cousin, and we was just trying to find something to do for the night, right? So getting on the highway over by East Atlanta Village, and whoop whoop pull up behind me. For people that know me, I've never been locked up. I never got nothing worse than just a ticket. You know what I'm saying? And but I have a very common name. My name is David Williams, right? Most common name in America, probably. In the world, probably. You know what I'm saying?
David Williams.
Right. So they pull me over. They're like, David Williams, step out the car. My man is looking at me like I might have something on me. What is going on? He's looking at me like, what did you do? And I'm looking at him like, chill, nothing. So I get out the car. He's like, I'm gonna talk to you, but I gotta put you in handcuffs first. And they was playing good cop, bad cop. I never told you this.
Nah.
They was playing good cop, bad cop with me. And so they got my man sitting on the outside. You know what I'm saying? I think his cousin was still in the car. They got me handcuffed and sitting on the back of my car. And he's like, listen, apparently you shot somebody in Georgia and fled to Florida. And I just gotta run everything and make sure that it's not you. And I'm like, I mean, I'm sure you pulled up enough about me already to know that it's not me. You know what I'm saying? And so my man is like, it's like, yo, he's kind of tripping. And I'm like, yo, chill. I didn't do nothing. And the cop is like, clutches, and he's like, I didn't say you didn't do nothing. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go, bro.
Right.
And his partner was kind of like, no. Like it's okay. Just let him look it up. And I'm like, I'm not even being aggressive.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's okay?
They on edge.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't say nothing. Like I was real passive in the situation. Dude makes me wait like 20 minutes and he's like, you can go. I should give you a warning.
For what? Being black in America?
And I told my man, I was like, I told you it wasn't me. And the dude was kind of like what? Like, and his partner was like, no. And I was just like, that's so crazy
Shout out
how
to his
fast
partner.
it can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A law-abiding citizen just chilling. It just make me feel like,
Yeah, it's happened to me before.
you know what I'm saying? Why do I even why even pull over? Skirt.
Bro, it's like
I don't want to risk it.
But just
you know
think
what I'm
about it.
saying?
It's like we're in jail as citizens. Like, carry your ID. You'll get locked up for not having an ID. Stop at this red light. I don't care if it's 5 a.m. There's no other cars on the road. Stop at this red light. Stop
Right.
at the stop sign.
Right.
There's a penalty for that. Like everything. Don't congregate on this corner with your friends. There's too many of y'all. It's 10 of y'all that love each other. Move.
Don't cross the street unless
Don't
it's
cross
in
the
this
street
area
unless
with
it's
the paint.
some paint. Like, it's like, yo, how we actually, are we free?
Why is it that when your ID expires, it's no longer you?
Bruh.
With the
Right,
same
like-
picture.
What?
Right.
Bro, I've gone to like pick up cigarettes from my mom before, and like my shit expired, and they're like, "Oh, I can't." Like, so I'm not 18 now.
It's not the same.
Like, I'm not
I'm actually
like
older.
I'm actually older.
I'm actually older.
right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, this shit is crazy. But listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If you're a black man, black woman in America, I got some advice for you. Understand that we are behind enemy lines. If you get pulled over, comply. No different than if you're like a soldier at war in a different country. Go with it. Show them your dog tags. Fight your fight in court.
Yeah.
That's what I can say.
Live to
You know what I'm
fight
saying? Because
another
you're
day.
not gonna win on the streets playing with these
Never.
people. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the situation of Sonya Massey was nothing she could have done. That was one of those situations where it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? But for people who are maybe in a more fortunate situation or more fortunate interaction with the cops, if you can, here, take the ID. I'm not arguing with you. I'll argue in court. Because in court, I can scream, yell, and say whatever I want to say. You ain't going to kill me in here.
Right.
But in the streets, don't even play with them people, man. Let them have their way. This
Yeah, don't give 'em a
yeah,
reason.
don't even give them a reason, man. Y'all can have this, man. And at some point, be ready to die for it. Don't be scared, man. You gotta be ready to die for something. I don't even feel like you a man if you haven't picked what you ready to die for.
See why I called you Tupac earlier? Everything you saying is Tupac.
I'm just saying.
but you know what the craziest and saddest thing about that situation is? Is that I feel like it's going to be used as a tool in the presidential debate.
Of course.
So,
Because one, if it just depends on who play their piece correctly, right? Because they could charge them fast, penalize them fast, and say we did that,
right.
right?